Okay, so good afternoon. My name is Hajar Musannif. I'm professor of computer science and also a coordinator of a master program in data science and artificial intelligence in Qadayad University in Morocco. And I'm also the project manager for the artificial intelligence part for SpringBox. So I will be presenting SpringBox AI, which is our robot trader software powered by artificial intelligence. And we'll be showing you the progress we've made so far, okay?
Okay.
So as you know, financial markets are ruled by automated trading systems since last 20 years, with Renaissance technology as the pioneer. AI is now going to really disrupt the trading industry more than any other tech. And many big investors are getting left behind. That's why we wanted to build a solution, which is SpringBox AI, which will be the most affordable and sophisticated predictive algorithm trading software, and which is powered by AI machine learning for both retails and institutional. So the idea behind SpringBox, or the major components of SpringBox AI, are agents which do different kind of things. Well, we have 5 agents, and the first agent processes historical data to identify past opportunities and patterns. And here we use deep learning, which is a neural network machine learning algorithm that we use for building SpringBox. Our second agent can process live data for different markets based on the decision made by the first agent. And the idea here is to determine the trade direction, either long or short. Our third agent can compute the mathematical expectancy by processing the signal generated by the first 2 agents. The idea here is to define the profit and loss probability. We want, based on this profit and loss probability, we want to compute the optimal position sizing. So the idea here is that we don't only provide a signal for sell or buy, we want to provide the mathematical expectancy, and we want to determine the position sizing, which is computed based on this mathematical expectancy. And our last agent will anticipate the next final opening and closing price of the next time frame candle. Here we were running out actually of time. This piece, we worked a lot on it, and we will show you in the demo, but we haven't managed yet to finalize the plot for this part. But I'm going to show you the demo and explain what we've done so far. So our achievements is a suite of awarded proprietary trading indicators. We want to provide indicators which were developed by Mr. Bilkhiyat, and which were able to analyze executed as well as non-executed volumes on the DOM. So this is the key idea, is that we don't use any indicators. We use powerful indicators, and we use also the volume that was executed or non-executed. And this idea is really not taken into account by, I would say, 99% of professional traders. We were able to train each of our artificial intelligence agents by feeding them with really sophisticated past as well as live data combined with our suite of proprietary trading indicators. And we were able to generate actually a high level of accuracy. We achieved more than 85%, and we could anticipate with a really high level of precision the next probable candle. So just to sum up before the demo, SpringBox AI will be the first trading software able to generate for each signal the trade direction, the trade mathematic expectancy, as well as the position sizing. We also will provide a bunch of plots where we can see really online what is going on. So our mission is to implement our own proprietary trading signal app, empowering our SpringBox AI end users to receive in real-time trade opportunities powered by artificial intelligence. And the idea we want to implement machine learning machine deep learning for stocks, forex, futures, cryptocurrencies, and ETFs, and we can apply our system to really any market. But our focus at the beginning was on 5 markets, which I will be showing in the demo. So to implement SpringBox AI in all existing trading platform, we want to implement them in NinjaTrader, multi-charts, as well as many other trading platform. And the idea is to launch our asset management company. As we can see, really a 10 billion US dollar in assets flowing into SpringBox AI program. So without being really exhaustive with this presentation, I'll move to our. So this is our development platform. This is what we call Google Colab. This is a Google Cloud for developing artificial intelligence programs, okay? So I'll start first by talking about the data, and please interrupt me or ask if you have any questions. So I'll start with the data and then the structure of the algorithm and then the results, okay? So as for the data, what we used is data from 5 markets, which are really leaders in their group. We use the gold, the ZN, the E5, the 6E, and the CF. Okay, and we use 2 months of historical data. Of course, we could have used more data, but we have some limitations in terms of computation and storage, which we'll address further. But we achieved already good results so far. Okay, so as indicators, we used Mr. Bilkhiyat indicators. I'm going to show you just a snap screenshot of this data. So we used Mr. Bilkhiyat indicators as well as many other indicators which most professional traders don't use. We actually use the volume, the non-executed volume, as well as the executed volume. We also use the consult volume. Those are really important because they allow us to identify spoofing and iceberg, okay? And of course, this is just, we plotted the data. And before training our algorithms or our model, you can see that we really get some chaotic results. I mean, the performance continues increasing, decreasing. So here, no artificial intelligence is implemented yet. So you can see that the gain is really, I mean, fluctuating and it doesn't make any sense. So here in this part, we train our algorithm, which is the state-of-the-art deep learning algorithm and the state-of-the-art machine learning algorithm, which is the most powerful algorithm in machine learning. So this is just a neural network architecture. Here we train our model using the data. You see here, it takes a lot of time to train the model, and the more data you feed into the system, the more time it will take. That's why I say that we need really powerful servers to be able to train our model. And you can see that after the training, the system gets to know the data and extracts insight from it. The curve, you see the performance, the training on the training data is really great. It's moving like upwards and it's really smooth. And what's interesting here is that, of course, on data that the algorithm has already seen, we can expect actually such a performance. But the powerful thing is that we need to test our algorithm on data that it has never seen before. That's why we tested on data that the system has never seen before, which is a completely new data. And we really get good signals. The algorithm, what it does is that it gives trading signals, when to buy and when to sell, as well as the duration of this position. And you can see here in this graph that instead of the chaotic curve you've seen earlier, you can see that we have this trend that the performance is increasing. So this is the total of the winning signal trades that we have. And you can see that there are still some fluctuation, but overall it's an increasing trend. So to better refine this curve, of course, as I said, we need more data. 2 months is not efficient, but it was good to be able to have a nice performance. And we need, I mean, really powerful servers. That's why we are planning to work on IBM Watson, which I'll be I mean explaining further. Okay, this is the first part. The second part we've done is that we were able to really predict the high and low for the next candle. Okay. Okay. So here, what we do is that we run the algorithm on really live data on Binance. And I mean, as data is fed into the system, we can get really high accuracy. So if I stop here, you can see, for example, that we predict the high and low for the next candle, and you can see that, for example, the high was, for example, 0.07, and the predicted high, our prediction was really close to the real high. Same thing for the low, for example. You see the predicted low is 0.0667, and the actual low was 0.07. So it's really powerful, and we had like something like 85% accuracy. Now, what we are trying to do next is to be able to get those results plot on a graph, so you can see live. I mean, we have the values, we are only missing the plot. I mean, we need just to report those values on a nice plot on TradingView. This is something which we are working on, and which will be ready in 4-5 days max. Faiz told us that we had 2 weeks, and then he again told us, no, you need to be ready by 2 days. So we're still looking.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did our best, like, together. But you know, we actually have the necessary part. I mean, the prediction is working. We simply need to report the values, for example, for the predicted high and the predicted low, and just plot the stick on the graph. And what we are planning to do next as well is this IBM Watson, because as I said, we're training on really commodity servers. So we are trying to have, now we have access to IBM Watson, and IBM Watson is a platform which is really powerful on the cloud, in which we can run our algorithms and get, I mean, enough storage and enough computing capacities, and really, I mean, have something which is really powerful. So this is the interface, and we have access to more than 16 products, IBM which are related to artificial intelligence here. And we have different packages that we're using to be able to have like good, to have accuracy on powerful servers, which are IBM servers. So we are also working on, I mean, optimizing even more the architecture of the neural networks we are using, or the I mean, neural network architecture. We achieved also nice results, which we will be happy to share with you in the coming few weeks. So this is basically, if I haven't forgotten anything important, this is what we've done so far. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them.
Is it possible to see, for example, or if we can do a simulation, let's say IBM is now at 100, and IBM to see the forecast in the next 30 minutes where IBM will go as a share? That's the first thing. And then the second question came always, if everybody uses this tool, will not the price be, let's say, controlled through the system, and everybody will buy or everybody will sell?
No. So, okay. First, for your first question, of course, it is feasible, because the architecture of the program is working, so we can feed any data into the program. So we can have actually a prediction for whatever market you want, provided that we have the data and we train our system based on this data, because the markets differ. So of course the training will differ, and we can have accurate prediction. We can provide you that in the coming few days really easily. Okay.
Hi, Mr. Kasem. Mustafa Belkhayat speaking. I want to answer your question. First, it has been demonstrated that even if millions of investors receive the same information for a particular financial instrument, whether it is a stock or pair of currencies or any commodities like crude oil, for example, the reaction to that information will not be necessarily the same to the others. Secondly, our SpringBox artificial intelligence software is dedicated to process and assess only the most liquid market. So even if 2 million SpringBox users execute the same signal information at the same time, their action will represent only a tiny fraction of the world investors worldwide, and so won't affect the trade signal itself and their respective trade results. Moreover, their reaction will comfort the SpringBox artificial intelligence signal. Finally, our SpringBox artificial intelligence users won't necessarily trade all the same financial sector in the same time as our clients will subscribe for the SpringBox license for stock or forex or futures, etc.
Okay, great. Then let's talk together when you have developed this a little bit before we go to the investors and showing that more detailed. Thank you so much, Hajar, and thank you so much, Mustafa.